What's going on, HuttHeadz? This is Joebba the Hutt from Joebba's Palace. Wah, wah, wah. Here with a review / unboxing video. I was at Dollar Tree, and I found the Final Faction stuff has been interesting because the figures don't look great. I'll show you this is the figure I got. This is actually the first figure that I actually bought from them. The figures don't look great, but they come with cool accessories, and there's actually accessory packs you can get for them. But I was very intrigued to see that they started releasing ATVs. Now, these ATVs are at Dollar Tree for $1.25. By the way, Dollar Tree is a $1.25 tree now. So, yeah, I know everybody's made that joke. But I wanted to open this up and see how it would work with various 18th scale 3 3/4 inch figure lines. So, we'll give this a rip open. I believe that there's a little building we need to do here. So, bear with me. So yeah, we have instructions. Here's the back of the box. You can see what the ATV is supposed to look like, and there's like additional accessories you can get for it, which is cool. You can add turrets and all that stuff, which is really nice. So all this like Dollar Tree stuff, it's like nice that you can like build things up. The Final Faction is pretty cool. It's just the figures aren't great. And here's all the instructions and everything. So we'll give this a rip open and we'll try to build this. So bear with me. It's been a long time since I had to build any toys. So we got a couple pieces here. Just trying to dump them all out and try not to lose anything. Alright, so first let's get the wheels out of here. We'll put the wheels over here. This is obviously going to be the base. And then this is the whole like bracket up top. We got 4 wheels. I assume this is the steering wheel. I don't know what these things are, but we'll take a look. So the first thing we need to do is we need to attach the engine seat to the chassis base. The engine seat to the chassis base. So this is the engine seat. And this is the chassis. So it should go... This is the front, so... Should pop on right here, I guess. Into these little... Yeah, so see these little... There's little holes. And you can just pop it right into the holes. And these have little pegs that peg in, so it shouldn't be too difficult to build. So there you go, there's the seat. And then we have to attach the steering wheel column. So here's the steering wheel column. And it pops in right there. Okay, so it doesn't look like you're really going to be able to turn that steering wheel that much when it's in there, but it is a dollar toy. So, and then we put the wheels on. We just pop the wheels on just like that. They're obviously going to snap right in here, just like this. There we go, there's one. And the wheels do spin, so there you go. There we go, so we're already rolling. Alright, a couple more steps here. So now, attach the left and right side roll cages together. Okay, so these are side roll cages, I guess. They're all jumbled up. Hold on, let me get this untangled here. So the left and right side roll cages. Okay. So let me just take a look at this for a minute. Yeah, this has a hole here. So there you go. There's your side roll cages. So obviously gonna like drape over this, and then secure roll cage sides to the roll cage upper portion. So here's the upper portion. We'll secure the roll cage sides to the upper portion. Okay, this is easy. Yeah, I got it. So see this pattern and this pattern just need to match up, and you just peg them in. Oh, there's little headlights, so that's what these are. These are headlights. So these headlights just peg in right here. I was wondering what those were. There you go. Fix the aesthetic a little bit. There's the other headlight. There's my hole. Is it in yet? There we go. And then I assume we're just going to snap this in here. I don't even need to look at the instructions. So there's little snaps in the back here. Let's see, snap right there, snap this back. Oh, we're trying not to break it. Gotta peg that back in. Dengar is already pissed off. He's like, I just want to drive this frickin' thing. Calm down, you weird mummy man back there. So this is the part where you want to be a little ginger with. Anytime you have to interact with this frame up top, it's very flimsy plastic. So you just want to be careful not to break it. Yeah, they're all starting to pop in. I just don't want to force them too much. There we go. Once they like start to pop in, it makes it a little bit easier. This back does not want to stay in, but that's the general idea. And then we've got the front has a little diagonal portions that pop in. There we go. Punched right through. Fix that. Okay, so then there you go. There's a little ATV there. So it's very basic. I mean, I feel like you could do some customizing. It'll be cool to see what kind of extra stuff they put into this. Now, that is everything that came with this. So that is it complete based on what we got in the box. Now I just wanted to try out some different figures. So the first thing, and I feel like the most appropriate thing we could do, is get an actual vintage G.I. Joe in here. So let's get his wrench out of his hand. Get a Techno Viper in here. See how he looks in there. Okay. Maybe you bend his legs a little bit and that'll secure him in a little bit better. There's no way that he's going to be able to hold these because obviously his hands don't clamp in as much. But it looks, I mean, I feel like maybe you need a little bit of a piece down here. If you see down here, like a pedal or something. So maybe you could fill that gap just so that he sits like and doesn't slide forward. He wants to slide forward. You know what I mean? So, but that's how they look. I mean, they scale correctly. It just needs a little bit more down there. The only thing that's like holding him in place is the curve of this. And that curve is like wants to bend forward. Okay, so there's a Techno Viper in there. Let's try maybe one of the more modern Joes. So we'll try this Snow Serpent, who has like a little bit different articulation. And he actually might be able to hold on to these wheels. You can get him in here. And let's see. I mean, these wheels, I don't want to stretch his hand too much. You can see it would be able to grab it, but I don't want to screw up this figure because I really like my Snow Serpent. So he is fitting in there a little bit better. He just gets a little bit more bulky. He doesn't want to fall forward as much as the Techno Viper did. So that's pretty good. That's pretty decent. I mean, it's not gigantic, but I mean, if you look at like a ferret's basically the same size. So this works, and you can dye these and stuff, and there's $1. If you want to mess around with them and screw them up, it's not the end of the world, you know? It's $1.25 plus tax. All right, we'll try another type of figure. Dengar's been waiting this whole time, so let's try to get some Star Wars in here. Here's a Power of the Force Dengar. He's very bulky, but I feel like the Power of the Force guys might benefit a lot. It's just they don't match the military design as much. You might need to do something to it to make it like seem a little more intergalactic. Or you could be in Boba Fett and just have people riding mopeds around. Well, there he is. Get in, loser. And then you can have, let's see, the foot pegs don't quite match up. There are foot pegs on the back on this bumper here. They don't quite match up with these Power of the Force ones. I guess you can slide the feet in between here, like that, and then just have them like cruising around. So that actually, that seems to work. I think this works a little bit better with these Power of the Force guys right now, but there's all different types of action figures that you could use it with. Let's see how how the Snow Serpent fares in the back here. Maybe just more the more modern stuff you could use it with. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a better way to use it with the older Joes. I mean, he fits here. It's just a matter of his feet don't quite slide under here. Oh, no, they do. You can bend that plastic like we were talking about earlier. I know, I'm sure this is very entertaining. Yeah, he doesn't want to stay on there. I think that the 4-LOM worked a little bit better. Just so we could get through the different action figure lines. This is a Marvel Universe Ant-Man. So we'll try to get an Ant-Man in there. This Dengar, okay. Pull him out. Try to get this Ant-Man in here. I mean, he's a little bit more slender, so he's going to slide right in. I feel like he's probably going to have the same issue that Techno Viper did, where he's just going to keep sliding forward. See, he wants to slide forward because he's not as bulky of a figure. This is a little bit more of a modern Star Wars 5 POA figure. So get that in there. Try to sit him in here. He, I feel like, is going to look good in here. Maybe if you, like, dyed this gray or something. There you go. That's pretty cool. That looks good. And it rolls and everything, and it doesn't have any, like, shock absorption or anything, but that's not a big deal. And these just keep wanting to pop out. You just gotta, when we finish the video, I'll try to pop them in better. And then finally, so we can see it, I know I got a lot of Star Wars stuff here, which doesn't necessarily match the aesthetic, but it is a big action figure line. This is a Vintage Collection First Order Stormtrooper. So he always has like a weird thing with his legs. But let's see at least how he fits in here. I mean, that's not bad. He's not, his hands are in the way, which is why he's not sliding. So he would slide as well. But at least you can see like all the 3 3/4 inch figure lines. They will fit in the driver's seat without any issues really, except for that sliding issue, which it's an easy fix. You can put something in there. The peg holes on the bottom of this Techno Viper, they do fit. They seem to fit. I mean, I wouldn't want to... It depends on, you know, if it's like a beater figure, maybe you might want to put him in that position. It does fit. It's a little bit loose. I'm sure we could get him to stay if we wanted to. Maybe throw a little bit of putty on there or something. I know this is a very clunky video. But he could probably chill if we wanted to. He's just kind of leaning forward there. I think my favorite was the configuration with the Power of the Force figures. I feel like these guys fit the most. It could just be because Dengar is such a bulky figure, like I mentioned before. Maybe we'll try to sit in here. As long as you have that hand where it can actually like hit the steering wheel, they're chilling, you know. Think a bit. Dengar back here, maybe with like a giant gun. It's gonna be cool to like add turrets to these and stuff. I definitely like that. So yeah, I think it worked the best for the Power of the Force and for the modern Joes. But I feel like, you know, people who are a little bit more experienced might be able to figure out a better way to work with different action figure lines. It's really more a matter of just messing around with things. That's how all that stuff is. That's how all action figure displays are. You just got to mess around and put the time in and figure it out. And you'll figure out the best way, or you'll make it work, or you'll just do upgrades to stuff. Or you'll give up, which I never do. So, there you go. So, yeah, once again, these are Final Faction Arrow ATVs. That's what that is. You can grab them for $1.25. I got a couple of them, so I'll try to do, like, some pictures once I get them settled in. Maybe I'll put them next to some ferrets. I have, like, some Arctic G.I. Joe stuff we can put them next to just so we can see them next to different vehicles. People can try them next to some Star Wars vehicles just so people can see what they look like. But yeah, there you go. So there's some 3 3/4 inch ATV action. Oh boy, Dengar already fell. And what does that guy want to do? Can that guy fit on here? He's just gonna climb on top of this and say, "Let's get out of here!"